Putin has decided to save money on the so-called heroes of the special military operation. The decree on cutting payments for wounded military personnel has already been posted on the official portal of Legal Acts. Now, for some injuries, they will be paid 30 times less.
1 million rubles payment has been set for servicemen with minor injuries. For any other injuries, 100,000 rubles, reported the press service of the government. Before the change of payment procedure, a military man received 3 million rubles regardless of the severity of the injury, from the Medusa publication.
And this is just the beginning. Experts believe the Kremlin is already saving money on long-range missiles and uses them less and less often in the war against Ukraine. The Russian army has switched to cheaper drones. The economy cannot withstand record spending on the military-industrial complex and the army, economists explain. Inflation in Russia is expected to rise by about 20% in 2024, despite central bank chairwoman's promises to reduce the key rate by 2025.
Putin wanted to fund the war on a large scale. He said he wanted to spend 22% more on the war next year than this year. Where's the money going to come from? The National Welfare Fund is practically empty. It leaves us with tools like printing money, and then to redirect this money to the military-industrial complex. And if money printing is going on, it means that inflation will only accelerate.
The standard of living in Russia is rapidly declining. The continuous rise in prices is accompanied by economic stagnation. Russian companies are forced to artificially raise salaries for their employees in order to compete with high salaries in the military-industrial complex and the army, the Washington Post reported.
The economy is overheating partly because of President Vladimir Putin's need to replace the 20,000 soldiers killed or wounded monthly, according to losses reported by the Institute for the Study of War in June. Russian regional governors are paying unheard of sign-up bonuses to attract soldiers, with Belgorod recently breaking the record with a $31,200 bonus, from the Washington Post publication.
Russian regions spent up to 83% of their social budgets on payments to the military, as calculated by journalists of the publication Important Stories. Most of this money is compensation for injuries and death. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavskaya, Victoria Smirnova, UATV News.